gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you guys back to another cast with Trend Following Tyson. And this is going to be the Trend Following stock analysis for 5/14 for the week of May 14th. So let's get into a word from Shcwager. Okay, Shcwager is very well known in this trend following aspect. Very well known in the stock aspect. Anyways, Shcwager is a well-known author, fund manager, and an industry expert in futures and hedge funds. He's published a number of books such as Market Wizards. Just so you guys know who Shcwager is. So he is the he is the writer of Market Wizards, and I would definitely take what he has to say under consideration. All right, so let's get into the quote from Jack. All right, because there's nothing. I mean, what's trend following and what's trend following stocks without the mentality, without the substance that we need behind it to kind of hold it together. All right, so let's take this quote from Shcwager. Being wrong is acceptable, but staying wrong is totally acceptable. So you need to be able to make quick decisions, because you're not going to be 100% right all the time, and especially when you're trend following, you can't afford to stay long on a trend that is further declining. And I like to kind of I either set my stop when it shows the trend either below the trend line or below support, or where it shows that the trend is breaking. And that's where I like to set my trend line, my stop sign. That's where I get out at. All right. Let's get into another really nice quote from Shcwager before we jump into the trend aspect. The ability to change one's mind is probably a key characteristic of the successful investor. Dogmatic and rigid personalities rarely, if ever, succeed in the markets. The markets are a dynamic process, and sustained investment success requires the ability to modify and even change strategies as markets evolve. But as you know, trend following is the same just about strategy that has always been around. It does evolve as markets evolve, but for the most part, following trends is still the same idea. Okay, still buying pullbacks, still buying breakouts. Those are all major trend following aspects. Let's get into the trend, you guys. Let's get into the stocks. We've been making some coins over these last few weeks, and we're just going to keep chugging right along. I got this CLS up here for a break over 12. As you see, the market direction of this stock has changed, and we went from being in this little channel here to kind of reversing this whole thing around. So this pattern kind of looks like it's flipped upside down when you look at it here. All right, so we're breaking out of this. I like this over 12 with the stop below this here. But I like this for some upside. I like this for a breakout, which is one of the major, which is a major key trend following kind of like signal technique is buying the breakout and then staying long on the breakout until the stock has declined or have sets of lower lows. So CLS over 12, I like that. CMRE following the shipper space. CMRE looks really nice following the shipper space. I may have showed you guys this last week, and it looks really well for continuation. So let's pan out on the yearly real fast. I guess that was the yearly. Let's kind of get a look at what we're looking at. So when we start breaking over this, you guys, we start looking at this area. We start looking at this area, knocking down dominoes all the way here until we get towards 12. So I like this to get over this area here. Major resistance, as I explained to you guys on the past previous shows. Buying breakouts over major resistance is key, you guys. It's paramount. It'll take you a long way. It's not like buying and holding. You buy that thing on the breakout, ride that up until it starts to decline. That thing may not, and I like the upside here. We get over $7.80, over $8, and we can start touching some upside. So I like CMRE, the possibilities there. DDD, it's 3D Corporation. All right, let's get a closer look at it. But you see it's kind of flat on that time frame, and if you pan out and look right here, we're breaking through some key points. Old resistance, guys, turns to support. We've talked about that plenty of times here. So look at what this stock's doing. This DDD, I'd like this thing to hold this support level and start looking for some continuation up back towards this level and continue this whole move here. All right. Let's look at DF. Dean Foods Company. All right. Look at the strength on this thing, guys. After it broke out of over 9, it's just continued this whole move, this whole march up. So I like this for upside continuation this week, guys. All right. Dean Foods. Gives you another look at what it's doing. When we start breaking over this, we start looking at some of this area, and then we can start heading up to some higher prices. All right, that's Dean Foods. Let me get you guys a look at EGC and ENPH. This is the energy thing. Another stock that's kind of flowing with this energy that I have stumbled upon this weekend. So we kind of went up to this area, denied this heavy resistance. So I like it to retest that heavy resistance. So here we are, have resistance at 7, at 8, kind of denied it, came back down on the price action of 8, holding this price. So I like it to hold for some continuation up. That's EGC. Let me show you guys ENPH. Wow, this is a wonderful stock. If this thing gets moving, guys, major resistance, and let me show you why it's major resistance. Pan out. Major resistance on this rounding bottom. My favorite trend following signal to get long is the reversing sentiment, the reversing direction. So we went from down, down, down to reversing. All right. I took a good trade on this earlier this year. I like this with a stop. So I like this to break out of this area that we're sitting in. See how we're sitting in here? I like it to break out of this and start continuing this rounding pattern to the upside. All right. So watch your stops. All right, watch your stops. Perfect area here at this 490 area. All right, beautiful stock there, ENPH. Watch that to possibly get going. NIHD. This one set a new high last week, a new 52. I'm long on this thing at around $2 probably. I got a really nice entry on this stock. I've been long on here for maybe 2 months or so. Been long here quite a while. So it set a new high last week, and I like it to continue over 3. All right, you guys. Watch for some upside continuation. Old resistance here. Bust through resistance. Now we're sitting on resistance. All right, old resistance turns support. NIHD, I like that for some continuation this week. KERX looks really nice. I like KERX. Let's get you a look at what it's doing here. You see the short term, right? The mid term is strong. Look what we're doing here. We're down here. This thing could get moving, showing some strength. All right. I like it to inside this candle here. See? So I don't know if we can get out of this upside. It's kind of cruggy in there. Let's see how we do. All right, but it's showing some strength in the midterm, which is the reason why I like it. So I like it to break out above this little area, 560, 570, with the stop below. You guys know about we have made a lot of coins on this stock, you guys. I showed you guys this thing at 930 with some entries to get in that trend. I said, what is trend following about? You make your entry on that stock. You set your stop, and you just ride that wave. You don't know where it's going. We've collected almost $5, guys, on that. Congratulations on you traders on high. And let's just get a look at what we should be looking at coming towards trading. What I say that we would start testing this levels, get over 13, inside of 13 to 1350. Now we're into the 14s. I like this thing. Watch for some upside continuation, like I've been telling you guys for the past 3 weeks on this stock. Continuation on watch it, guys. This thing we'll be trading this thing all year long if it doesn't give us a reason, if we don't get stopped out, if it doesn't give us a reason to stop out. We'll be riding this thing all year long. All right. Here goes another awesome winner. Awesome winner. I showed you guys this stock at 6, you guys. I showed you guys this stock around this area. We were looking at the stock around $7 and $6 2 weeks ago. All right. We've made $10 on this stock, guys. $10. Over 150% return on this thing so far. Over 150%. Oh, way over 100%, guys. Showed you guys this thing's entries at 6 and 7, and we're at 10 now. Trend following with Tyson, man. We're hitting winners out of the park. Tell me we're here just twiddling our thumbs around. I doubt it. We're in here making some serious coins. Good trading, guys. Look at Legacy. I remember this thing had a breakout. We've been following this for 2 weeks. We've added over 2 points. All right. Watch this thing Monday. Watch this thing for trading sessions this week. Watch, always manage your downside and let that top side take care of itself. All right. So if this thing starts stopping out, stop yourself out and wait for this thing to get going. But I like to get a ride on this thing and watch for some continuation. All right. Over these blocks here, 7, 8, 25, 850. Give you guys LIND. This thing looks wonderful, and then we'll get out of here, and I'll see you guys in the middle of the week. All right, we'll update our trends, update whatever else is moving, and we'll keep it going. All right. So here's LIND. You guys are trend following with Tyson, and we're gonna make some coins this week. I guarantee it, because we're gonna cut our losers really quickly and ride whatever winners we can ride out. All right. LIND. I don't know how this ended up on my list. Maybe because it's showing this strength in this area here. So I like this thing with a stop below 176 with some upside on it, guys. Below 176, stop yourself out. 173 here. All right, give yourself some space. As you see, we gapped up over that and we're holding it. So I like it to hold all of this and continue upwards. Watch that for some upside this week, guys. All right, so I'll see you guys back here in the middle of the week. Thank you very much for joining me with Trend Following with Tyson, and we are going to make some more coins. I'm sure of it. Cut those winners. Cut those losers. Cut those losers and ride those winners out, guys. Ride those winners out. All right. See you guys in the middle of the week. Manage that risk.